It's always a pleasure to come before you. The last time I spoke, we were in the Bronx, right? I don't know how many of you were there, but it was coming from Eastern Long Island, my first trip to the Bronx, they invited me to this post, Throg's Neck post. And I gotta go to the Bronx. And I go there and they're having a steak barbecue in the Bronx at the Throg's Neck post, which is sitting right on Long Island Sound. What a beautiful setting, and it was really, really wonderful. They have a nice team of guys, and obviously you're the beneficiary of that this year with your commander, Bill, who his father was a great friend of mine, good guy. The City Island post in the Bronx, I can't say enough good words about your commander, and I'm sure you all know that. But I know Doc Gibbs couldn't be with us today. He's where? He's in Ohio. Yeah, well, that's why you guys raised all the money. You did a wonderful job raising money for Doc. He needed all that money. You traveled 2 years prior to becoming the commander. You're traveling all over the country. It takes a lot of money to do that. And you guys went out. You did a wonderful job. You made all that money for Doc, and you'll reap the benefits in August when he's elected the national commander of the Sons of the American Legion. Because we haven't had one since Chris Cerullo. I don't know, is Chris here? Yeah. Okay. So that's a long time, right, Chris? Okay. So it's a wonderful thing, and being a little bit short-sighted, I wouldn't be surprised if the green light don't come to New York in a few more years. Things are looking good with Sons of the American Legion. The membership in the American Legion has been going down a little each year, and the auxiliary, the membership is going down. You guys are carrying the ball. Your membership is not going down. So you're doing a fine job out there, not only with the things that you do for the American Legion, the Child Welfare Foundation, we can't say enough about that, and you know that, the things that you do for that. But when we need help back at the post level, and you guys are there, and you're our future. We need your help, and you're providing that, so I thank you so much. I came before you this morning at the Midwinter Conference. It's always my honor to introduce this year it's not the leading candidate for the position of National Commander, but he's probably got another year to go and he'll be the leading candidate. Bill Oxford from the great Department of North Carolina. Obviously, I'm not going to go through a litany of all the positions that he's held in the American Legion, including the department commander of the great Department of North Carolina. But I'll just highlight some of the things that Bill was involved with. And one of the main things, and you know that it's near and dear to my heart, the Boy State program. And we have counselors here from the Sons of the American Legion involved with the Boy State program, including that great New York Jets fan right back there, David Downey. But he is also, his proudest committee in the American Legion would be the baseball program. And baseball, it's big in upstate New York, where I come from. We really don't, the PAL got involved, and the Legion kind of got out of it. But upstate New York, it's big. And Bill does a wonderful job. North Carolina does a wonderful job with the boys, with the baseball program. You all know that now the American Legion World Series is held in North Carolina every year. They brought it home, and they do a wonderful job down there. It's a great thing. But with no further ado, I'd like to introduce to you one of the leading candidates for the high office of National Commander of the American Legion from the great Department of North Carolina, Bill Oxford. Bill, come on up.
Please take a seat. Commander, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. The invitation from the Department of New York was gladly accepted. The hospitality, the warmness, the friendship, the people that I've met are tremendous. and I tell you, I'm having a great time. But just to talk a little bit about what Bob said, I first joined the American Legion in 1970 after I got out of the Corps, and they had a dance and a party every Saturday night, and that was me. I was right there in the middle of it. But after a few years, I kind of grew up a little bit. Had a kid, and then had another one on the way, but got away from that and got out of the American Legion for a few years. But in 1986, I bumped into a guy that I played baseball with in high school with and against, and he said, "Come on over and help us with our baseball program." And I said, "Okay, I'll do that." So I went to a meeting on a Monday night at my post, strictly for the idea of just becoming involved in American Legion baseball. That was just one of my hot buttons at the time. But by the end of the meeting, I was post commander, and it went downhill from there. But it was a tremendous opportunity. I do love American Legion baseball, and if you have not been to the World Series in Shelby, North Carolina, you need to go one time. And it's the atmosphere, the show that the folks from Cleveland County and Shelby put on is tremendous. And I know if you're even a little bit of a baseball fan, you will enjoy the show they put on. It's tremendous. And let me ask a question. I asked a question for the DAC or DEC this morning. Who knows who won the first American Legion World Series? Yonkers, New York.
All right.
That was the first American Legion World Series. Now, I'm not sure what year it was. It had to be about 1927, 28, 29 or so, because American Legion Baseball started in 1926. But the Yonkers, New York won the first American Legion World Series. That's one of those trivia facts that I found out last weekend, in fact, but it is a neat idea that New York won the first World Series. The American Legion is getting ready to celebrate their 100th anniversary birthday, and we have had some tremendous successes over the past 100 years, and we've been able to do that because of the effort and the time and commitment that Legionnaires have put into the American Legion. But as that 100 years has progressed, we've been joined by the Auxiliary, the Riders, and the Sons of the American Legion. Every one of those groups, the whole family, has committed to the success of the American Legion and serving America's veterans. We continue to do that. Lots of the programs are involved, and I don't know if I'll get another chance to talk about those other programs or not, but the commitment that this group makes to serving America's veterans is deeply appreciated from my heart. Thank you for what you are doing, what you will continue to do to serve America and America's veterans. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, Commander.
I just want to say before I leave, I notice in the back of the room we have a lady that's been with the American Legion for 38 years, and she's worked with you people, and I can tell you over the years what a pleasure it was to work with Annie Wilsey, and I know you're going to hear from her, and somebody will give her a proper introduction. But Annie, before I leave, thank you. Thank you.